Alright, now we got it all jacked up. We're going to get to work on removing the tires and begin removing the gas tanks. And then we'll see what we're going to do next. I know what you guys are going to say now. Why are we doing this way? Well, the fact of the matter is that he's unable to put on a lift because this truck is very heavy. It's almost 10,000 pounds. So we do have it secured. We got a double jacks under it, so this way we can keep it secure just in case. If it collapses, it will land on this secondary jacks. It will support the vehicle in upward. Well, now the fun part begins to starting to work on the bottom, and I'll be under the truck myself and documenting this thing, and I'm pretty excited. Now look at the chassis. I mean, that's amazing. Look how clean the chassis is right here. See that? So, what do you think about getting?
Definitely going to change this.
So we need to change that rubber hose.
The rubber hose.
I measured it. It's about 22.5 by 2 1/4 of an inch diameter. So it's 22.5 in length and 2.5 inch in diameter. This was pretty easy to take it out, if you ask me. It wasn't hard. We thought that we were going to run into more. The belts didn't break off. The screws came out nice and easy.
There's no belts.
No, I'm talking about the straps that hold the gas tank. Other than that, well, he's gonna be working on that pump. Pull that pump out.
It's easier when you watch him do it.
It's easier for me to watch him to do it. Actually, no, it's not easy. It wasn't easy, but it came out easy. We are very lucky with that. So we didn't run into any obstacles. So that turned out to be well. Now we're going to work on removing, he's going to be working on removing that pump, and I mean, I'm glad that I met this guy. This guy is great. He does high performance vehicles down here, and he's the only guy actually that works on a high performance and old cars. And once we're done with this, we're going to move on to the next pump, right? And then we're going to work on that carburetor. So until then, guys, stay put. Let's wait for the new parts. Hopefully they got the parts for this, otherwise we're not going to be able to run. This is a mighty big tank. But tank looks pretty good though. Believe it or not, it's, you know, it's just dirt and dust and everything. But it looks good though. Nothing, you know, said and done, but that looks strange. That's a, look at that. That's like a letter R, and it's got a buckhorn on it. You know, whoever engraved that letter R, somebody did. Maybe right, stands for right. Amazing. Well, inside the tank, if you see it, or you don't see much anything, is it, right? Well, there's some gas in it, but nothing much. Well, I'm going to stop playing hide and seek here, and so let's get going and put that, replace this here. Now the sending unit works, everything's in here, and the pump. The pump failed, the sending unit works, but the second pump, the second gas tank, the sending unit doesn't work, but the pump works. So we'll be back. So, well, another thing is very much suggestible for a clean job is to blow all this dust out of the way. So, like these particles, so we need to get it out all cleaned out. So, we got to blow it off. So now that we got all the dust out of the way, and this is the most important one of the stages that you're going to accomplish and be done with and put it on the side. Now we're going to get that pump out of the way. So we want to see how we're going to drag that out.
Didn't give me a new filter.
What is that?
It's okay. It would be preferred to get a filter, but too late now. I don't know if you could get this right now.
They didn't give it to me. It's not in the box, right?
No. Not in the box. I give you everything else except that.
Well, it was pretty much clear to the LMC staff that if I'm getting something, I want to make sure that I get everything that I need to get that comes with that.
They didn't give you that.
It looks to me that LMC, one of the representatives, did not do their job right. So what am I supposed to do? Call her, let her bring it, especially by herself, right? I think she should just bring it herself.
She might be stuck now. I mean, like now, like until you get the part.
But what's that for?
Huh?
What is
That's
that?
a filter. So you don't get those big crumbs from the gas tank. Like big crumbs don't go into your new fuel pump. That's what this is going. That's like it catches the big particles, and then after it comes out, you got a smaller fuel filter in the car which catches the much smaller particles. This is like a pre and an after filter you gotta have on the car. That's what it says. Caution, new filter required, this end. It says right on your new fuel pump that you bought. New filter required. That's not new.
Okay, let me call them up. Do you think anyone might have it here?
I could try.
Well, the final conclusion, our project here it ends because we do not have a certain right product on the sending unit, and also there's additional filter that attaches to the motor, the pump itself. We don't have that either, and unfortunately LMCtruck.com sent me the wrong item and delayed us. Monday is a holiday and will not be done until Wednesday, and Wednesday won't be done until Friday, maybe. So this is a total fail, and it's not the way we do business, but it happened. Well, this is where it ends. Until then, folks, we'll be back.